The North Korean officials that we spoke to were very forthcoming and candid with us, and a couple of things they told us. First, these were remains believed to be American from the Korean War. They also, though, were clear with us that they couldn't be sure how many individuals were represented in each box. And it's a little bit of a complicated scientific process to determine how many individuals you have when you have skeletal remains that are often fragmented and in some cases not well preserved. We found remains that were consistent with being Americans. We have remains that look to have been in a state of preservation consistent with coming from the Korean War era. The material evidence found with the remains was consistent with U.S. military issue equipment from the Korean War, and also was in a state of preservation consistent with having come from Korean War battlefield sites.
Quote, consistent with being American. Could you just give me a little detail on what that means?
As an anthropologist, what we're looking at when we're trying to distinguish Americans from the others that are possible discoveries on a battlefield in Korea is we're looking at indications of ancestry. For example, European and African ancestry is a good indicator that this could be an American, not Chinese or North Korean. But we also have a lot of Asian Americans who are missing from the Korean War, and so we don't assume that if we see characteristics that indicate Asian ancestry that it's not an American. But when you do see remains that have indications that they could be a person of European or African ancestry, then being an American is a good first bet. And so we look at that from the standpoint of skeletal morphology, the size and shapes of the bones, things of that nature.